talk about transportation, but not about how we will get from Munich to Berlin, but how we will get from, let's say, Munich to Garching. I bet you all think that you know a lot about self-driving cars, but if you're really honest, most of it will belong like 3 years in the past. We've all heard about that Waymo is doing things and that things are happening in China, but what's actually the state of the art in self-driving cars and artificial intelligence? Our next speaker, Felix Naser, will tell you more about it. I'm very happy that he's here. He's actually an alumni of CDTM, so welcome back at home. But he didn't stop here. He studied at TUM, started here doing his master's in automotive software engineering, and then used the exchange program to MIT, where he actually stayed for quite a while, and did another master's in electrical engineering, and worked in the PhD lab about artificial intelligence. And yeah, Felix, welcome to the center again. I hope you have inspiring news about artificial intelligence in self-driving cars.
Thanks for having me and thanks for the introduction. I'm really happy to be back today. I will start a little bit with a background about myself and what I've been doing the last years. Just one slide for that. So we'll be talking about AI and self-driving cars, but also more specifically about future mobility in general. So quickly about myself, I've been studying, as you already said, QM, MIT and so on. I also worked on a startup and where we got funding from China. That's also where a couple of jobs in China. But let's get started with the topic. So more from a higher level point of view, what's going on here in the world? And I think we are going through a massive transformation on different levels. And one of them is digitalization, of course, urbanization and globalization. And if you look a little bit more into urbanization, I think that will really change the way we live most heavily, and also how we develop mobility for urban environments. So that will change heavily, because the UN predicts that by 2050, almost 70% of the human population will live in urban areas. So we really have to come up with a great solution how to tackle these problems which will then follow. For example, congestion. We already have now 91, if you look at an average New Yorker, he spends 91 hours per year in traffic congestions. And that's a big pain for them. And for everyone who lives in bigger cities. And then, of course, we have man-made CO2 emissions, and around 16% of man-made CO2 emissions are due to road transportation. So, okay, another big issue. And then, of course, most sadly, 1.3 million people die each year in car accidents. So, I think what we really could do here is we could create a transportation for a better world, which on the one hand is safer, and on the other hand also more sustainable. And in addition to that, I think we're at a point in time where we can really achieve this. But okay, so this would be a nice idealistic goal, but on the other side, what I also think is that users really care about is how do they get from A to B, and they get from A to B in the most. They want to get from A to B in the most cheap way, so they look at the price per mile, and on the other side they look at travel time. So the hope would here be to bring those two worlds together, where you can create a cheaper price per mile, a shorter travel time, combining that with a safer transportation and a more sustainable solution. And now let's go a little bit more into the details how we could achieve that. And I think on the one hand we really have a new mobility era where we can think about autonomous driving, electric mobility, shared mobility, and connected driving, and then a little bit more about self-driving cars. So let's go a little bit into the transportation trends, which are currently really transforming the industry space. And of course, we've heard a lot about autonomous driving, and this is really one of the key drivers of innovation currently. Since 2007, we can basically talk about the Dark Urban Challenge, and the Dark Urban Challenge really kicked that off, and in 2009, there was Google's self-driving car project started. So yeah, autonomous driving is really a big game changer for the automotive space. And then secondly, connected driving. What does really connected driving means? It means that the cars on the street are connected all the time, and this brings in some nice features. On the one hand, you could think about cars which get better over time. So you get new features as a user via software updates over the app, as Tesla is already showcasing it already now. That's nice on the user side. And on a city level side, we also can think again about the problem we had earlier, that there's a lot of congestion going on. And now if we think about connected driving, we could maybe even think that we can get rid of traffic lights, or that we can get rid of congestion in general, because we can route cars smarter through the cities. So I think this is really an interesting thought, and in combination with autonomous driving, where the humans are not stopping and braking unintentionally and causing congestion, we can really get rid or maybe completely eliminate congestion in cities. And then electric driving, of course, that's another big thing, and will also change the way companies produce cars, but not only how they produce cars, but also if you think about the layout of current cars, in the front there's always a motor, but if you think about an electric vehicle, then you only need a battery, and that's it basically. And of course electric motors, but they take up a lot less space. So you can completely rethink how an electric vehicle can look like. Let's just pick Tesla as an example here. And then last but not least, shared mobility. Shared mobility is also a huge game changer for urban mobility, because if you think of Didi in China or Uber and Lyft in the US, it's kind of a completely new way, a cheaper way to get from A to B within cities. So if we take the goals we had from earlier together here, we want to have a cheaper price per mile, a faster travel time, more safety and sustainability. Then by all these technology trends which are reshaping the automotive future here, we can, each of these is contributing somehow to this higher level goal. So I think this is really a great point in time where technology will help us to achieve greater goals. And why do I think this might happen? This is probably mostly because of price per mile. Okay, so this is really one key idea I want to share here, and really because I think this will dramatically change the way we specifically here in Europe think about mobility, and this will also change how car manufacturers will work and will change their business. Because, okay, let's look at this. We have taxis, and as you know, taxis are quite expensive on a price per mile setting, so you don't take a taxi all the time, right? But what you do most of the time, if you want to get from A to B in the most convenient way, you buy a car. Okay. So far, so good. But now we have a new player coming into place, and that's transportation network companies, as I mentioned already, such as Didi, Uber, Lyft, and so on. And these companies were able to reduce the price per mile. It's basically a taxi service, but they were able to reduce the price per mile to around $2 per mile. So this is still almost double the price in comparison to a car, but it's still a lot cheaper than a taxi. But so now let's think about autonomous, connected, electric, and shared mobility again. This will completely change the game, because then you can think of an Uber without a driver. And this would be a lot cheaper. So what we probably will see here, we will have autonomous, connected, electric, and shared vehicles. They will actually be cheaper on a price per mile than owning a private vehicle. And I think this is totally changing the way the business model of car manufacturers will work. And also, as Europe, we have to rethink how we produce cars and how we sell them. Because, I mean, if it's cheaper to rent a car on a per drive base, then you don't buy a car anymore, right? And that's the current business model. So this is one of the key ideas I wanted to drive home here. And just one more thing here, Tesla in the autonomy day a couple of weeks ago, they said they will be able to operate the Tesla network at 20 cents per mile. Okay, I mean, let's see if they're still around, but you know, but just indicating what could really happen. And I think this number, I mean, it always depends on which scenario you look at, but in general, I think it might be possible that autonomous, connected, and electric and shared vehicles will be cheaper than owning a private car. Okay, so now we talked a little bit about how those high-level goals and those technology trends will work together to create a greater mobility for us and for the world. Now let's talk a little bit more about self-driving vehicles, and I thought it would be a nice way to start here with the self-driving car architecture. And now let's step a little bit back from a higher level point of view. How do you drive? I mean, you sit in your car, you have some motors, which are your muscles, and you have some eyes, and you have a brain. Okay? So let's start with that from a higher level point of view. So you have some sensors, which are currently in autonomous driving systems, some LiDARs, radars, ultrasonics, video cameras, and so on. And you have some goal where you want to go, it's the destination input. And you have some actuators which are then controlling the vehicle. And now let's go a little bit more into detail. The next step would then be you kind of have to localize yourself within a map. That would then be here the HD map. HD map is kind of high definition map. Mostly it's currently used in set-driving car technology, where you have a centimeter level accuracy map, where you then can localize yourself in that map to then know where to go and where you are. I mean, of course, if you want to go to the second level in this building, you have to know that in the first level you won't go upstairs, so kind of easy speaking. And that's why you need kind of a map where you are and a localization where you are within that map. And then, of course, what we do also as humans, when we know we are on the street and we want to turn right next time, but there's a kind of other road users around us, we need to then perceive those other road users. And we do that by our eyes, and we look at them, and then we decide what they want to do. And that's in the next step, we make some predictions. So if we have a pedestrian next to us, we have to some kind of make a prediction, is he going to cross the street or not, and then we will stop or go according to that prediction. Okay, so now we have some kind of inputs, and to a motion planner then, on a really high level speaking, and then we get some routing, and the routing is basically, you can think of it as a Google Maps kind of style routing, where you get, okay, you know where you want to go, you know where you are, then you get some routing road book where you know, okay, I have to turn left, and the next one I have to go straight for 200 meters and so on. And then you can make a motion plan which takes into account where you are exactly on a centimeter level accuracy. You know what's going around you, that's the perception module, and you know what's going to happen in the next 1 or 2, 3 time steps. So you can make a safe decision and then actuate the vehicle with the vehicle controller and then deactuate it. Okay, so now, but since now we're in the age of deep learning, everyone talks about AI, that's also why AI and self-driving cars. So what's happening now is people take deep learning and a lot of large data sets, and they collect a lot of data, they have a lot of data, and they try to improve all of these models, or some of them. And for example, perception and prediction is one of those where vision is playing a key role, because you can perceive with a good vision system, which has a large set of labels. You can make really good predictions and perceive some really, this really helps. But I think what's more interesting about this deep learning approach is that you can also rethink this architecture. Because currently what you need is an HD map. Right? And that's a real problem, because you have to, if you think about it twice, you have to drive around first, and then you create a map, and if something changes, you have to update it. And that's really kind of a pain. So what you could do here, and Tesla is also proposing them, kind of, they say, okay, let's rethink that at least a little bit and get rid of that HD map, and you just do some learning on the fly. So you collect a lot of data points, and you have a GPS level accuracy precision, and kind of create only a local map, and with that local map, then you make those driving decisions. And then, of course, it's all about the data, and the long tail, and all of these common cases. You have, for example, a bike, and then the bike is in the back of the car, and then it's not a bike driving on the street anymore, and all these corner cases. So it's really this long tail. It's all about data. And now it's kind of interesting to look at the competition, because what do you think is the best company which can do autonomous driving? Every one of you would probably say Waymo, Google, self-driving car project. But I think there's a little bit of change going on here. I mean, let's see how it turns. We can talk in 2 years again, but maybe this will happen, because what we currently see is that, okay, 10 million miles is amazing. It's a great number. We have been building 10 million miles autonomously. That's really impressive. But on the other side, you can already see that by 2019, Tesla has been doing 1 billion miles on autopilot. So they have a huge advantage here on collecting data and really utilizing that data. Okay, so far so good. Now I brought some let's look at the time. Okay, so now I have brought some videos here, so this maybe we can stop it quickly before it continues, because I can quickly introduce some key elements of autonomous driving in this video. It's really nice. So you can see this so here's the vision input, and then you have some kind of a map. This is the HD map, which I talked about a little bit earlier. And then you have these perception modules, which are then these bounding boxes around other road users. So you see here a bike coming on, and here's a parked vehicle, and there you can see these elements also on the perception system. And you remember the architecture slide. So we have here kind of that's a bike, but this is time step 0, and then there's time step 1, and then there's this prediction module, which makes the prediction that the bike will probably overtake the parked vehicle. And then you have the motion planner, which then has to make a safe decision to not collide with the bike. Oh, sorry, I wanted to play this video. And then there you see that the motion planner then takes that into account, stops, lets the bike pass, and then continues to drive. Alright, so this is one nice example, I think, which Google just recently released on May 1st, how they can handle this dynamic road situation. And then I also brought a video from Tesla, which they also just released on April 22nd, where they basically show how their new autopilot is working. And there you can see it can make unprotected left turns, it can overtake vehicles, it can detect traffic signs, it can switch lanes. So it's already a very powerful system, and this is really because they can leverage these huge amounts of data. Okay? All right, so let's continue a little bit more to a little bit more researchy topics. So this is one of the first papers which was utilizing kind of CNN architecture and outputting directly to the bounding boxes. 2015, so it's already in deep learning speaking already very old, but still it's real-time capable and so on. So it was got quite a lot of attention. So it's called YOLO, you only look once, okay. So and then we have since this year there's a research paper just coming out now, which basically showcases that with vision only they're able not to output only 2D bounding boxes, but 3D bounding boxes, which is really important because then you can use different algorithms to different. But anyway, so this is a new feature which just got out this year. Also wanted to share that. By the way, that's Kitty data set, which was also developed in Germany, so we are not completely left behind. Okay. And this is, so I also wanted to bring one video from MIT. This is a fellow student from mine, and we were working on this. So this is basically also a different approach to this whole architecture, because you can see that we use here 3D point cloud. And then we don't, this is not vision-based as Tesla is doing it, but this is more LiDAR-based, where you have a 3D point cloud, this is what you see here, and then you can extract the road topology, kind of. And then also you have a local map, which I said earlier, you don't have a high definition map, but more like a local map where you can then make decisions. So you don't have to drive around first, create that map, maintain that map, but you can drive wherever you want to go, where you have GPS reception. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show about the new mobility era, and I wanted to emphasize one more time. This, I think we are at a unique point in time, and I think we should work hard to achieve this, because we have really important topics to solve here. Sustainability is really one of the most important things, I think. And with electric mobility, at least we can achieve locally emission-free vehicles. So, and as I said, if we combine all of these, autonomous driving, connected driving, electric mobility, shared mobility, I think we really have a unique chance not only to make driving cheaper and get ready to make it cheaper, but also more sustainable. Okay, so but I wanted to stop with some big questions for Europe, because I really think that we should go a little bit faster here. Because I mean, if you look at education, just one example, I don't want to talk about it too broadly, but MIT Schwarzman College of Computing said they would invest 1 billion in computing AI kind of topics, and Germany said we will invest 500 million. Okay? Just comparison. One school in the US is investing double the amount. This is really, I mean, we really have to think this. I mean, what's going on here? We want to stay ahead, and we want to do something about it. So that's why, I mean, this will transform the industry, and this will transform one of the most important industries in Germany, and that's why I really think we should do something about that. Then law, I mean, as you also mentioned, will it be possible to build a hyperloop across the street just to try out something cool? Yeah, I mean, we also should rethink about that, how we regulate, what we do. I mean, of course we should be regulating, of course everything should be safe, but we should also foster law in terms of regulation. In industry, I already mentioned that a couple of times, but I really think in terms of automotive industry, we really have to think big and really think about those big challenges in order to be able to compete. Okay, that's it. Finally, I want to say thank you to my professors and all the people who shared these ideas. And I'm happy to take your questions. Thanks. Yes, please. So you can just do this now. Okay.
What do you think about LiDAR? Do you think it's fool's errand, or do you think it's...
You're quoting Elon Musk, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, so yes, it's expensive. And also from a, I mean, what does it cover? It covers kind of the same use of the Oh, it's the most. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I mean it's covering kind of the same space of what you can see, because if you can see something, then the LiDAR will also be able to see it, and if you don't see it, the LiDAR will not be able to see it. Yeah. So it's covering kind of the same space, but I think we are not there yet to completely get rid of it, because I still think that redundant systems are safer. And of course, at some point, I could imagine that our deep learning-based systems will have seen enough examples of the world to be good enough and even better than any human. But I don't think we are there yet. So I would not take them out. Maybe. But I guess you know that. So. All right. Okay. Next question.
Thank you very much for the talk and the insights. To admittedly critical questions.
Okay.
A, you talked about congestion and how with autonomous vehicles you can just drive over the crossing blindly. Well, blindly for our standards, blindly. And that way you minimize congestion. But that also means that every vehicle has to be autonomous. Because you cannot drive into a crossing if a non-autonomous vehicle could come, or a pedestrian would come, or a bicycle can come. So that means we would have to kick out all these basically out of our cities in order to allow that. So that will probably not come before 50 years from now.
Okay, so yes, great question and a great point. But I think what might happen, I mean, let's see, we can talk in 10 years again, but my guess would be that something will happen what we currently already see happening. For example, there will be some zones within cities where you can only drive if you have a certain green signs when you know when you have a vehicle and you can only drive and your vehicle is good enough to go there. Right? So that the congestion level for the surrounding people who live there is not too bad. So maybe one thought on that would be that there's some kind of inner circle where the congestion is so bad that you don't want anyone to go there who is a human driver who will make the congestion really bad. So you create these kind of inner city circles where you're only allowed to go when you have an autonomous vehicle, and then this autonomous vehicle will be able to reduce the traffic congestion.
And what do you do as a pedestrian or bicyclist?
One more time?
And what if you're a pedestrian or you're a bicycle?
That's fine. I mean, the autonomous car should be able to handle that.
But if it goes with full speed into the crossing and you just come behind the car.
Oh, you mean the crossing?
Yeah.
I mean, there you could also imagine that you have a bridge or there's still a kind of a traffic light and then the car stops. And I mean, we will see.
But then we're back in the 50s with the tunnels underneath the road.
I don't know. I don't have the solution yet. We will see. But my guess would be that there will be some kind of solution. And maybe not. Yes?
So my question is, you showed this radar that you were actually researching, right? The radar vision.
Oh, that was a LiDAR and was a project from a
yes, my question is like, you have the data from the radar, but you have also the data from the map. And you see on the map there is something, but on the radar it doesn't appear. How do you program this thing to work on the radar or on the map? If you choose to take safe first, then everything travel distance and times are longer.
So I guess, I'm not sure if I understood you correctly, but I will just repeat it how I understood it. You said there will be some static obstacles which will be part of the map, and then there will be not there anymore once you drive there again.
Yeah.
And how do you go about that?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's part of the, when we go back to the slide where I showed the architecture. The localization system has to be smart enough to distinguish between what are static obstacles which are still there and what are static obstacles which are not there anymore. Of course, if the scene completely changed, and there's, for example, no static obstacle anymore which it hasn't seen before, then it will be very hard to localize it. But usually,
This is a tough decision.
it's a tough decision, but therefore it's a tough research problem and we didn't solve it yet properly.
Okay, one last question.
Yes, so all of those vehicles of miles that have been driven, mostly have been driven in dry roads, right climates. What about snow? What about rain? What about all these climatic conditions that will...
Yes, you are guys asking the right questions. I mean, yes, that's all very hard, and that's also why we don't have autonomous cars all over the place yet. But again, I think as a human, we are able to drive in these conditions. develop our system smart enough, they will also become smart enough to handle these conditions. And there's, for example, there's one startup, just to mention that really not about having forward, so I will not mention it, but anyway, there are startups which are working on some kind of new localization methods which are not relying on things which you can see, but things which are kind of hidden. And then you could also think about driving in snow without seeing anything. Okay, so just as a teaser.
Well, thank you for your talk. We have close before the